All right. This is a dilemma. Okay, I've got the tank. And you can see how wobbly it is because it doesn't have anything. But you can see by my line, if I'm going by the seam, which I'm sure it's off too, it's a little off. But I also have to take care of this little bit right here where I cut it and I glued it back on because it's going to be in a different spot. That actual cut is going to be in a different spot. And you can see those two marks. That's where the actual center section is down. And it's like hollowed out. If you ever looked at the tank on there, the center section comes down and that's where they store all the hydraulic piping and all this other crap that goes on there. I have to figure out how to get it straight and plumb and square all in the same thing while this thing wiggles around. All that. So I've got a straight line. I'm going off of that. That's the only straight thing I have in this whole thing. And it's probably different than the other end, but that's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to cut this side off, which will take care of this little divot here. And I'm actually going to have to take off 2 millimeters more to take care of this side compared to that side. So you see the two little divots there. It's a little, that's where it's uneven. So I'm going to take off just a little bit off, enough to just get that cleared up. Yeah. Yeah, so much fun. Yeah, and this is how I have to get that straight edge. I tried just setting it on there. I thought I got it pretty good, but this thing bows in and it made it. So there's my line. You can kind of see it going all the way around. So yeah, that's how I had to. And every time I drive, I got to squeeze it to make sure that the ruler is sitting up against, all the way up against here. So that line is where I'll cut, and it'll take care of this little divot from my patch. Ah, you gotta love scratching shit together. This one got a long way to go. I'm gonna try a different way. All right, gonna try it this way. Oh, Jesus, got everything all twisted. Can't have nothing nice and out of the way. That's hot. It's all flimsy. Yeah. There. Now it's kind of flat. But you see how much this thing twists right now. It's probably not flat, probably not square anymore, but we're gonna go with it. Yep. So there's a half a gallon. Half of it's fucking pouring out. Oh, gotta start over. Okay, there's the first half a gallon. Jesus Christ, this thing's gonna hold a shit ton of water. Shit. Oh. All right, so they're about a gallon and a half up to the bottom layer of this. So a little bit of it leaked out, but yeah, a gallon and a half of water in the tank up to about here. Oh shit. So that'll put me right up at 50 pounds, maybe 52 pounds for the whole weight of the helicopter plus all this. It's gonna be heavy. Thank God I got that 15 horse electric motor in that damn thing. Yeah, okay. So I got the two tops on here, and you saw how much water this thing was gonna hold up to this level was like a gallon and a half. So I got this all in here, and now I'm gonna start making this piece that goes down to here, this flat that goes across there, and this side that comes up, and it'll all be attached on here, and it'll all be one piece. So this whole thing will be able to come off and I can get to the guts on the inside. And you can see all my little doodad screws, which are just kind of glued and screwed, just some CA just down in there. They were too low, so I had to put a little piece of styrene on top of them to get them level with the top up here. That is close enough for government work. So this thing can sit like right there. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, somebody described this project as a sweater that I started pulling the string on as soon as I got it, and it's unraveling, and I figure I'm about a quarter of the way through the sweater. Okay, what we're doing now, since I've got the top built, this whole thing can come out. I can do this with one hand, probably not. Oh, come on, I can almost get it. It's really hard. So, here's the whole top. I got some little gussets, just stuff to keep it kind of, keep it light, but kind of strong, somewhat. Because this thing is so wobbly. I'm gonna have to end up putting some formers down in here, and it'll be more of a swash, so the water doesn't slosh around. The mounts, so that I can mount this up onto the helicopter, I've got to make some steel mounts that mount and attach right here. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to make some hard points so that I can screw into. So I'm gonna have to make some, I'm gonna take some, this is some pretty thick plywood, and shape it in here so it sits in there, and then the screws can actually go into this and have some backing. I need a hard point right here to mount the mounts that go on the tank, so I can attach it to that point right there. So what I'm doing is I'm having to shape these pieces of wood to conform into the corner of the tank. Not only does it have this rounded corner in here, but it is a weird shape going through here because it kind of curves down and does some weird angles. You can kind of see the angles of it out here. So I got them glued in and they're drying, so we'll see how those turn out.